Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, and welcome back to Chained Echoes, where we are exploring inside Glenn's mind in order to kind of healthily uncover his memories, I guess. And so we saw eyes, nose, and now we've got lips. What are they going to be named? Flying mouth. Alright, they're weak to light. And I'm going to use a different strategy. I'm going to damage over time one of them. And yeah, let's toxic shot the other one. Alright, they both got some dot damage. And let's just fire jump. Just to deal some damage to both. Alright, so they've got a powerful attack. Good for them. Last words. Silence. I see. So Batraz was not silenced, which is good. But that means Len and Rob. Well, Rob's got a good physical attack. He could power shot. He could probably still... Pandemic might be a magic attack. It might not be. Let's see if this works. It worked. Cool. And Len, why don't you just do a basic attack then? Sure, this one. Alright, we're getting low on HP, but they're also getting low on HP. Crits, nice. Batraz, how would you like to win the game? Batraz says no problem. Great. Alright, playing it risky. That's how we roll. There are more of these things? Alright, I'm gonna skip past this. I know how to do it. Oh, and there's another battle on the other side. And now we have one of each. I think the mouth is the worst. So let's X-slash it. And I'm going to toxic shot it. And let's... it's vulnerable to... Yeah, let's use Heaven's Tear on it too. Let's just get rid of the mouth as fast as possible. Do I need to toxic shot it? Yeah, I do. Alright, you can use Light Claymore on everybody. That's good damage. And now you can start attacking everybody now that you've already inflicted bleed. 3 crits. Nice. And the mouth is going to shout, as it does. Alright, Yokugiri. And why don't you swap out for Amalia and she can do a heal all? That sounds like a good plan. And then you can Pandemic. That'll finish off this guy and spread the toxin to those guys. I was right except for the finish off this guy part. But you know what? I've got another way to finish off this guy. And her name is Sienna. Petal Storm is active. I haven't used... Oh, I don't have Petal Storm even equipped. That's right. I was going to say I haven't used it in a while. Might be fun to try. But not today. Okay. Are we done yet? Not quite. Did those just miss? Did they put up some kind of, attacky blocky thingy? I wasn't paying enough attention. Yeah, they're invulnerable to physical attacks. So in that case, I should swap to someone who has magic attacks. And Lena's magic attack. That'll be good enough. I thought this will be good enough. There we go. Okay, give me the treasure chest. Me wanty. Meal times 4. How nice. I'm eating like kings. I left my beach behind. Darn it. Oh no, actually the dungeon is what I needed. I had what I needed. We're fine. So, give me more fragments of memory, please. Here we go. This must be one of Glenn's memories. He doesn't look like Glenn or Van. Stop. Not until you give me my money back. That money was for my daughter's surgery. I don't have it anymore. What a bad guy. Why do we have to watch this? Glenn's thoughts are murky. Presumably the boy is connected to him in some way? Victor has dots. Priest, you poor boy. What have they done to you? Alright, so he's feeding him. Fresh clothes in the room over there. You can stay until you feel better. What's your name? Bart. Bartholomew. This is Victor's tutor from Nysa? He's reading a book. The boy turned out to be surprisingly intelligent. The priest kept him and educated him. Eventually studied at the University of Nysa. He couldn't control magic, but he pushed magical research forward. The greatest mind of Nysa, my master, Professor Bartholomew. That's Glenn. But Glenn was Van. Are they both different echoes? You can't be serious. I'm still unclear what is happening. Here's young Victor meeting Professor Bartholomew. We saw in another Victor's memory, like when they were going down with Nysa when Nysa was sinking. He also says she. I'm forever in your debt. I'm a new student from with your scholarship. I earned my money by singing. But then bandits stole my money. But thanks to your scholarship, I'm here. You must have talent. How can I thank you? Sing me a song. Victor, I heard you passed the final exam. Second place behind Gwaine. I'm studying so much, he's hardly doing anything. I have a request. In the past, I did something terrible to a person. Her name was Len. I have to find her and make up for it. But I won't be able to do it in this lifetime. I'm too old and don't have much longer. Her echo was sent to the next life through a spell. I got this life anchor from some friends of hers. It's not glowing, which means she's still wandering in the maelstrom. The Song of Manaflora. I want to send my echo. Hopefully I'll wake up at the same time as she in my next life. Please learn the Song of the Manaflora and send my echo on its way through the maelstrom. One more thing. As an heir, you may still be alive when I awaken again, If so, please track me down. I may need your help. How will I find you? With my own life anchor. Alright, so that explains how Victor knows what he knows. But it still doesn't understand why Glenn was also Van or something. He was a great man who did a lot of good deeds. He allowed so many students from a lower class to enter the university. So he was reincarnated another time after Van and before Glenn? Not just once. So Glenn is a lot of people. This all seems familiar, says Rob. Oh my gosh, is he going to be Rob's father? That's the only reason I can think of for Rob to say that. Is this this is the same branch as the beginning, and so there's going to be another one at the top at the end, I guess, probably, I think. Maybe. Oh boy. That was a cutscene of the eyeballs flying away. So, not sure exactly what that means. Are we chasing them down? They're here and they're not enemies anymore. Is it because we're happy rangers and we're just hurting these things? And they're eventually going to make a face with 2 eyes and a nose and a mouth. And then that face is going to something? Where was the nose? I don't nose. It must be up here. There's a nose. The nose knows. Yes, the nose knows. They're not really making a face. Now they are. It's a butterfly. It's a boss. On the list of things I did not see coming. This is definitely one of them. Windy wings. Ouch. Okay. Why don't we open with the heal all? How do I want to play this? I mean, I guess Toxic Shot. Dot damage seems like it's going to come into play. Are you vulnerable to light? You are. So yeah, pretty sure I want to do this. I think I should do the... well... yeah, let's do the critical buff. Alright, glare hurts a lot, sure. So now I should do Kesagiri. 887 crit, nice. Vomit. Oh, it's a bunch of bad status effects. Okay, Power Shot will cool things down. That's kind of what I need right now. So Len might just have to swap out. We'll see. And yeah. And then Amalia could do some healing, probably. Alright, it's going to take an attack, and it's going to glare at Sienna. But she'll get healed in just a moment, so we can just keep on wailing. Yes, it's going to be okay. We're going to go into overheat for just a moment, but it's not going to matter because I'm going to do a swap. That'll bring me back into overdrive. Not quite. So this is going to be a little bit expensive, but we're going to do a heal all. And then let's do another heal all just to cool things down. And so long as you're not healing, I'm making progress. And let's see. You are bleeding for 2 more turns. Should I swap out for Victor or do another X-Slash first? I'm going to do another X-Slash first to leave the bleed on for as long as possible. Next time Sienna gets a move, we'll swap out for Victor. You only have 2 weapons summoned, and you could definitely get a third before using your super thingy-ma-do. So now you're going to sub out for Victor. And Victor is going to... Remind me what these are? That's pretty good. Let's make everybody heroic. Extra defense will probably help. Let's make every shot a power shot. Also cool down our overdrive. And I think a heal all makes sense. Great. We're doing okay. Summoned attack time. This will also cool us down. Should be worth like 1,000, 1,200. Great. We need another toxic shot. Mr. Rob, if you would do the honors. And I think I might want to healing him. Sure. Doing a lot of work to keep everything up. Alright, you got bleed, you got toxic. And we won. Okay, that wasn't actually as bad as I thought it was going to be. We're a pretty powerful party at this point. There's nothing that a silly face butterfly can do against us. That is the you got a Grimoire Shard victory theme. Sure enough. And I have a feeling there won't be any more battles until we get out of all this Glenn memory cutscene, and so I'm not going to bother trying to level up my characters just now. And instead, we're going to go see this memory. My boy, you have my endless gratitude. Rendrum. Don't sweat it. It's my work after all. Let a doctor examine him. So is he like a firefighter? We'll take care of the fire. Take a break. Hey, you can't go there. It's you, isn't it? It's you, Master. It's all right, Peta. Victor, you sure took your time. Why are you crying? Look how old you are. It took me this long. I'm a failure. You found me after all. For many years I watched for the life anchor to respond, but it never did. Decade after decade, the stone never lit up. I didn't even know if my memories were real anymore. Finally, I forgot about the amulet and her wish. I'm terribly sorry. Victor, it's fine. Look, I've grown into a healthy young man. About Len, here's her life anchor. It doesn't glow. She hasn't been reborn yet. But I'll be on the lookout for her together with you. If I need to send your echo through the maelstrom again, just let me know. And if Len wakes up while you're asleep, I'll take care of her, this time without hesitation. At that time, we'd considered sending his echo directly, but he still wanted to use his time to help people as a firefighter. His biggest achievement was when he freed a village from the clutches of fire mares. How do you know that? We're back again. How do you know what happened with the firefighter, Rob? I've read about it. All your stage plays, they're all based on true events. Do they tell all of Glenn's past lives? That's why Victor's so secretive about his plays. Is my secret finally revealed? How many times has Glenn been reincarnated? I've lost count, I guess. Another door is open. Scoot. I see. So that's why it seemed familiar to Rob. Where am I on the map? I just came out that door, I guess, and so I just need to go to the north and go in the next one. The poor boy, he looks starved. Probably Glenn again. Jonas. The other children tease me. They call me an orphan. Then you call them liars. After all, you have a father, right, my boy? So Victor is playing dad for this guy. And eventually he grows up and gets married. And makes an invention. It's a printing press. More people can be educated. And he grew old. Time again, huh? Once I was your master, then your son. Now I'm going to be leaving you once again. Len is out there somewhere. Song of the Manaflora. And so he's saying goodbye to his family. While Glenn was reborn so often, I slept the entire time? Not once was I reborn to allow him to finish the task. Was it a coincidence? That was the last door left. I wonder. What's happening? The kids, they're back. Fools. Glenn is evil. Glenn must die. And now you shall as well. Interesting. And so just trying to like read the art of this thing. People chained time. And arms and a wing. I'm not sure exactly what to make of the metaphor here. Another boss battle. Chained Echo. Ah, chains. And the different lives over time. Chained Echo. What's the title drop? Alright. What are you weak to? You're weak to dark, so Heaven's Tear is good. Because it's good against everything. Did I already inflict bleed on you? I did. Yeah, let's just start whittling the damage. I have a feeling this battle isn't going to be as bad as the previous one. I could be wrong. It's a single enemy, so we'll put out some dot damage. Act twice, of course. That does make things more worrisome. It was weak to dark, I believe. Yeah. So we'll start summoning some weapons there. Doesn't have anything to steal. Be hard to steal items out of Glenn's mind, I presume. Oh, dear. This is worrisome. Glenn's doppelgangers. They've got hit point meters, and if they attack like Glenn, I could be in some serious trouble. I guess I should try hitting all of them. So let's do like a wind jump and just see if I do hit all of them. I do. So I guess I'll do a Yokogiri. And I guess I will do a Pandemic, which will also cool me down. So now they're all toxified. Oh, but Sienna just went down. Ouch. I hadn't been paying enough attention. Are you ready for your summoned attack yet? No, you've only summoned one so far. Okay, you continue going after the chained echo. And Rob can bring Sienna back. Len could too. Who's going to deal more damage? Len will deal more damage because she can hit everybody, so we'll have Rob bring Sienna back. So, Awaken Spirit. And here come the Glens. Unfortunately, they don't hit as hard as Glen. One of them used Cheer. I'm not sure what that is, but I don't like it. Okay, Victor. Please come help us. Using healing him, I guess. And please don't knock down Len or anybody else. You knock down Rob. I feel like I should use my Dark Spear again. Yeah, I've got to. Yeah, and then you can swap out for Amalia, and she can do a raise. And that'll bring Rob back with 75% HP. And then I should be able to survive another round of combat, and meanwhile they're still taking dot damage. Oh, but Amalia just crumbled to dust. Yuck. And we're taking a lot of damage. Interruption. Twisting Wind. I don't even know what that was. I'm thinking that if I don't win the battle on the next turn, we might all be dead. So I think I'm just going to try to pump out some damage and hope something amazing happens. So there's some damage. Here's going to be my highest damage ability. Oh, it is going to take out the doppelgangers. And then... Oh, I'm super overheating, I see. In that case, let's try to cool things down. That was the Twisted Winds. I forgot. We'd seen that once before. Doom, that's fine. Yeah, spend time on Doom. I could Doom myself. So then I should Toxic Shot you again. Yes. Because that'll cool me down some more. And I still need to cool down more. And Metal Dagger would do it, and I really want to cool down, so I'm going to do that. Although, don't want to swap to Tomki. I think we'll do this. And Victor could cool us down even more, and we're going to need TP, so yeah, let's sing another song and hope we can last long enough, which we'll be able to do because you can now heal. If I heal all... I think that'll enable some people to last again. Actually, I could have Rob heal all as well. We might get knocked out of overdrive, though. It might make sense for Rob to just defend here. I think it does, actually. I want to make sure I stay in overdrive so I don't take double damage, or whatever it is. And he's still taking dot damage, and so me letting him take a turn, like, is kind of good. So you're about to die, so you need to use your summoned attack. Or should I switch to Tomki? I can always resurrect you. I've got healers on the battlefield. So that does a bunch of damage. Summoning Echo. You're doing that again, huh? It's not very nice. Okay. And overdrive problems. I have a lot of problems here. Who's going next? It's Victor. Victor would be able to cool things down, and so let's do a heal all. I'm not sure if this is the right play or not. I'm hoping once we defeat the Chained Echo, everything else will just disappear. And Rob cannot cool us down. Eagle would be a good decoy, perhaps. What's Eagle's ultra move? Negates all physical damage for 2 turns for all party members. Some of these things are not physical moves, though. I could use an item. A overdrive. It's a spell overdrive. Magic overdrive. Let's cool things down. Okay, we're back in overdrive. Glare. More doom. Death by doom, sure. Okay, so if I raise... Oh gosh, those guys are going to start attacking. So do I want to raise Batraz right now? I think I need to multi-shot. Honestly, cool things down. And I'm still overheating. Why am I overheating so much? I don't like this. Do not like one bit. Sienna, how would you like to be back out on the dance floor? You don't have... Oh boy. You don't have what I need. So let's lay out some bleed and hope that we're near the end of the battle, because if we're not near the end of the battle, I'm gonna die. Rolling Spear would hit everybody, and it wouldn't be bad to try to get some doppelgangers off the field as well. Well, it's going to take a lot more than that to do it. I think Victor is more likely to help keep us all alive. And another healing him would get us back into overdrive. And he is still taking dot damage. But these echoes... Good job, Grace. Let's raise Batraz. Good block. Okay. We're kind of somehow holding on here. Luring Bang? Yeah, that's actually... would be great. Also, does anyone have a ultra move I want to use? Batraz, what's your ultra move? I don't remember. Victor's about to die. I guess I could just swap him off the battlefield at this point. It'll also help cool things down. And why don't you just eat some sweets so that you'll be able to participate? Batraz is also out of TP. Oh, Batraz is also out of TP. He doesn't need TP for an ultra move though, right? I think ultra moves are just free. High non-elemental damage to one enemy. Sure, let's do it. I've seen this before. It's been a while. That was like 1600 damage. Oh, and it won the battle. Hooray! I've done it. I'm a genius. We defeated the Chained Echo. And another Grim Marshard. Where are we? Woof. Van, Bartholomew, Roderick, Johann, whatever these guys' names were. Glenn. Why are y'all doing this? Victor, why have you been supporting me for so long? You're my master, my son, and my closest friend. I repeat myself, but my life is yours. But I'm unforgivable. Len, you know what I've done. You're the man who killed Len, the man who used the Grand Grimoire twice. We know that. Yet Len is standing here alive, and the Grimoire was not used by you with ill mind. If you must, you can see yourself as a murderer, but don't forget, you're also the man who gave people like me a chance, saved people from death, improved the standard of living throughout the world. Everyone does good and bad things. It's called life. It's through mistakes and successes that we grow. They make us who we are. All that matters is the person we've become. I should hate you, Glenn, but I don't. Van was vile, but you are not. You're the opposite. Even though Van is a part of you, that person standing in front of me is now Glenn. You've evolved into a new person. You fight against injustice. You're trying to destroy the grimoire. I trust you and believe in you. Thank you. To all of you. I think I'm back to normal. I can finally meet you after all this time. I'm sorry for what I did. I forgive you. But there's something I want to make clear. You cannot do a good deed to unchain you from a terrible thing you've done. To do good and bad are not opposites that negate each other. They're separate. Everything you did, right and wrong, comes with their own results. I can see you're penitent, and that's why I forgive you. My memories are back, yet I feel the same as before. I feel like Glenn. Somehow I still don't have the answers to all the mysteries of the last few months. Why did Gwaine tell me the planet was sending the red-eyed beasts after me? Why can I see Magnolia's door? Why was I able to move when those beings stopped time? That's the one I really want to know. And the children at the orphanage. Victor could see one of them. Were they ghosts or not? I forgot about that. That was way back at the very beginning of Act 2. There's only one way to get answers. Is it to keep playing the game? I'm not sure what the next line's going to be here. I have to find Gwaine. Okay, that makes sense. He's the most godlike character we can interact with. There you are. About time. I see everything a little clearer. I don't feel so lost. I'm gonna try to be a better leader. Welcome back. Where's Magnolia? I wanted to thank her. She ran off when you woke up, taking along with her Raina's flower. Who knows why? We have the key phrase, so let's hope we don't need the flower anymore. As for the matter at hand, we don't have much time. Frederick's ultimatum expires tomorrow. We have to act. What about our people in Farnsport and Tormund? There are not many men. If King Frederick wanted to, even with his weakened army, he would have no problem retaking the cities. Then why does he issue the ultimatum? I can't answer that. We have no choice but to attack him in Ramina's tower. Right. They had kind of like fled up into the hills in the Cortara Mountains or something. Do you want to withdraw our troops from Tormund and Farnsport and launch an attack? No, King Frederick could use the grimoire on the spot. It would be dangerous to lead all our troops there. We have to go in as a small group, undetected. As far as we know, King Frederick's at the top of the tower. It could be possible to get into the tower at cloud level. You'd have to drill a hole through the wall. Old tower is teeming with monsters. Little noise will hardly be noticed. Let's have some men act as a diversion on the ground level while we enter the tower with our airship. Call Sky Armor allies to be on standby near the tower, at a safe distance. We'll let Ferran know right away. At daybreak, we'll carry out the plan. We'll take back the Grand Grimoire, and... It's okay to say it. We'll probably have to kill Frederick. There's no way around it. He lost his humanity a long time ago. Let's rest for the remainder of the day. Once you're ready, we'll head to Ramina's Tower in the center of Volantis. New side quests available. Depending upon your clan rank, you might encounter new recruits around Volantis. Okay, I definitely would like to find new recruits. And I can't recall if there's any recruits here that we haven't had a chance to talk to yet. I think probably no. Any chance that if I walk outside, my architect and builder will have built any buildings? It's still mostly piles of rubble, so I think I definitely do need to recruit some more folks. Let's go ahead and drop a save. And I guess I've got free reign. Yeah, basically we've got until, you know, quote unquote tomorrow to do things. And so what does the map tell me if I go to the world map? There's the tower. There's an octopus or something. And so if I take a look at the world map here, show location info. So Ramina's Tower is now on the map. And it looked like at the Kindrilled Monastery there was like some sea creature. And then there's Two-Winged Angel, Goblin's Dilemma. Oh, okay, these are all of the... Oh, these are all the things that were in my rewards board. That were quests that I never knew how to find. And so basically I can go to a bunch of different cities and talk to people and get new quests. Great. This is my favorite part of the game. Re-explore old ground. Get a chance to level up and do some side quests. That is good stuff. A Goblin's Dilemma is the one that interests me the most. That looks like it's back near Basil. And so if I just go back down into Hermit's Isle, then I can just teleport right there. So that is Roland Fields, Basil, and I don't see the thing here. Oh, it's up at the top. Oh, that's not where I thought it was going to be. Okay, so then I should teleport to this teleporter. And from here we can just sky armor over there. And so apparently now there's something to the north-ish, right around here. On the bridge? Oh, Bark. Help me. Was someone tied to the tree? It's a goblin. Untie me. A talking goblin is new. Dinner ready, goblin. What scrumptious luck. What happened? The people of Basil thought I was a goblin and tied me up here. But you are a goblin. Do I look like a goblin? Green skin, bald head? Yep, you do. Poppycock. So does the guy over there. Do you call him a goblin too? I guess Petraz, yeah. Fits that portion of the description. My name is Bark and I'm human. Untie me. I'll get the villagers. They claim I could be one of the beasts that have been haunting the village for months. Why is talking so hard? Gah. They probably felt sorry for you because you can talk. They would have made short work of a regular goblin. Where are you going? To the village and talk to the people. Side quest, A Goblin's Dilemma. Accepted. Neat. And then I presume that means that if I were to go into my journal and look at my quests, it is there. Great. Cool. In that case, where else did I just see side quests? I think there might have been one in New Wernshire. Yep. So let's teleport up here. Like, I could just pick up the side quests now, and then next time we could start working on them. And having more of them at a time will give me some opportunity to pick and choose what I'm in the mood to do, which seems good. So, side quester, where art thou? Somewhere right around here. Hey, you there! In the mood for something exciting? I know a place where some real fun is at. How about it? Go to the door in the south and knock 6 times. They'll let you in. Two-winged angel. Interesting. Alright. We received a new quest. I don't remember on the world map. Looks like one is in Tormund. And yeah, I see the exclamation point over here. It's on the bulletin board of the Adventurers Guild, I presume. It's not on the bulletin board. However, if I take another step, now it is on the bulletin board. Because it's a cutscene. This job here has a decent reward to offer. Act as bodyguards for the trip? Nothing's easier than that. Clients in the Western District of Tormund. Let's get the details. Falfarian sings the fairy. Great. These have been on my own journal reward board for so long, and I'm like, I don't know how to pick up these quests. And so then the final one looks like it's in Fjordwoods. So if I go here, it's probably at the camp. Nope, it's over here. I don't even remember what this location is. This is Rock Bottom? No. And looks like if I walk over here, or maybe I needed to walk to the north. Like all the other ones have just been activated by cutscenes. Or do I need to walk in the door? Let's go in the door. Yeah, that activates a cutscene. How you doing? We're doing our best, given the circumstances. How is Arlette? We haven't seen her in a while. Yeah, well, we didn't want to burden you with that. So is this the inn where there was the guy who was stealing human souls and putting them in flowers, and she was someone's daughter who had disappeared and something something, maybe? Maybe. She's gone missing. Are you serious? Any clue where she could have gone? She smuggled food into the forest the days before and thought we wouldn't notice. Probably tending to an injured animal. Which way did she go? Maybe I can pick up her trail. To the west. Let's make haste then. Alright. A will to live. Side quest accepted. Neat. I like having quests. It makes me happy. La 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 la. Okay, so all the side quests show up on my map. And then finally, the one other thing I want to check out was just on the world map. There was a strange kraken right there. And before I go there, just in case it starts getting me involved in... Somewhere in Volandus is what happens if you save on the screen. Just in case it gets me like wrapped up into some whole cutscene thing that I don't want to do right now. I mean, I see a little bit of Flotsam and Jetsam. Can I sky armor? I can sky armor. Haha! And there's 4 treasure chests somewhere. But there's no map. And... oh. Alright. I'll play your game. He's weak to wind. He's got a magic tentacle, a physical tentacle, a healing tentacle. Obviously, we're going after the healing tentacle first. Why are we fighting the Kraken? Who knows? Also, he just one-shot Sienna, so we might not be able to win this battle. Let's do an offensive break on the physical tentacle so it doesn't do that again. And then let's use a wind shot. Let's make sure they're all weak to wind. They're all weak to wind on the healing tentacle. Magic tentacle. Just a one-shot victor. And then it healed itself. I think we're dead. Fortunately, I just saved. Which means we can just let this happen. Okay, it turns out the Kraken is actually a super powerful being, and is not something you should just go up and mess with just because you happen to see him on the world map. So in case you were wondering, that's how it goes. Alright. Neat. I'll just load this save. Once again, it always does that. Points like off the bottom of the screen. And I see, and then it just restarts me in the center of the world map whenever I do that. Okay. Well, I have that save. Ooh, what is this? Guitar Mountain Range? Oh, yeah, these are places I've been. Okay. Yeah, now we have a bunch of side quests and some kind of super thing that we're not at all ready for. I do have those items that are eventually made for crafting the ultimate weapons or something, and so maybe after that we'd be able to take on the Kraken. Who knows? I'm going to say, I hope as always that you all are having a great day, and I will see you again soon for more Chained Echoes. For now, bye-bye.